George Kilpatrick, Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about the 7 days of Kwanzaa. We are talking about how the 7 principles can be actually lived every day. And so here we are talking about Umoja, unity, or the first day, which is to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. And of course, the 7 principles will be every day. We'll be sharing with you on our YouTube channel anyway, one of these principles. And of course, you will be able to see how members and leaders in the community are practically using these 7 principles and how they show up in real time and in real life. We're pleased to be joined by Michelle Brooks-Rowling. She is the Executive Director of the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance. And we'll talk about how that group and organization looks to bring unity, especially as it relates to women and minority-owned businesses. And we'll also hear from Michelle about what she does in her own personal life to talk about unity. So, hello, Michelle. How you doing?
Hello there, George. How are you? It's always a pleasure.
Always good to see you, Michelle. Talk to me about the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance and Umoja, or Unity.
Certainly. Well, the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance, or UMEA, is Upstate and Central New York's regional minority chamber of commerce. Its mission statement is harnessing the economic power of the minority community for the benefit of the region. And all that means in translation is that minority businesses simply want everyone to know that just as they are the consumers of products and services, so too are they the producers of products and services. And statistics show that not only do they contribute significantly to the central and upstate New York economy to the tune of billions of dollars, but they are very highly likely to turn right back around and hire other minorities in the operation of their enterprises.
This is really important. And when I think about that, it's, to me, harnessing the collective power, which is another way of saying unity, which is also, if you think about it, it's also part of the 4th principle of Kwanzaa, Ujima. But I thought about you and the work that you do, bringing these businesses together, because especially in upstate New York, just getting that awareness is very critical. And that's what UMEA does, is to help to bring awareness to these businesses that often aren't as well known as other businesses.
Absolutely. We want to gently challenge people's thinking about how we do business and who we do business with. So we have in our ranks a number of undocumented minority businesses, undocumented in the sense that they are fully operational, but are flying under the radar screen. Perhaps some, are working out of their home offices, or they're hybrid entrepreneurs working traditional day jobs while launching their enterprises on the side. Nonetheless, and notwithstanding, all of these factors do not detract from the fact that they are, in fact, producing quality goods and services. And, we as a society won't think twice about going out there into the marketplace and purchasing our products from, traditional retail channels, when the fact of the matter is that we have a number of minority entrepreneurs who can produce quality products, say, right here during the holidays, for example.
And you think about that during the holidays and other times during the year, part of what we need to do is there needs to be a place where people can find these businesses. UMEA does have a directory, correct?
Absolutely. If you go to upstatemea.com, There is, in fact, a member directory on there. You're a member of UMEA, George, so you're on
Yay.
there as well. And the public can access the contact information of any number of vendors to do business with, not here just during Kwanzaa and the holidays, but year round. And once again, I offer to you that for the businesses that we have listed on our website, we have our work cut out for us. There's many more undocumented, shall we say, out there that we're in the process of recruiting within our ranks.
Yeah, and when people hear the term undocumented, it means, well, you're doing something. No, it's what we're saying is we just don't know you're out there, and so we want to pull you in so that we could give you the we, meaning you, not me, but yeah, but me too, that we can give you the type of exposure so that people can know that you're available and that you can be contacted, so that people can know that your services are available. And I think again, this unity of purpose and bringing folks together, Michelle, is something that you not only do for the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance, but it's also something you do in your own professional and personal, independent of UMEA. You have your own work that you do as well. Tell me about some of that.
Certainly. Well, back in April 2020, so April is Financial Literacy Month, and in 2020, Syracuse was to experience its first ever full-fledged, full frontal financial empowerment summit. And it goes without saying that obviously did not happen because of because of the pandemic then, and shall I add now, with this recent newest wave and surge.
Yeah.
So this project technically should have been off my plate going on 2 years now, but here we are, and it does not negate the fact that people are still suffering financially, probably now more than ever, particularly as we follow the labor market and so on and so forth. So all this being said, the Financial Empowerment Summit will in fact, or is in the process of pivoting virtually. What does that mean? It means that we're in the process of pre-recording all of the segments that the audience would have consumed in person at the On Center. And this information is being is going to be uploaded into a virtual platform for access at some point next year. So for example, and I'm just speaking hypothetically at this point, but a company will build a virtual platform, say like a bank vault, for example, and the public will be able to go into the virtual bank vault and access any number of these recordings. These upside of all this, George, is that the content will be available on demand. So let's say you work third shift and you have limited time to consume the information. Well, now you can access it on demand, which is where our society is now anyway, with things like streaming and whatnot. And so, but the original vision has not deviated. We're still covering everything from debt to credit to seniors and fraud, identity theft, student loans, you name it. And as you can attest to, George, I mean, I would like to, share with your public, your listening public, that you have been a very pivotal part of this whole process as the MC for all of these recordings. And so as you can attest to, the content thus far has just been incredible. I am so proud of all of the panelists who have participated thus far. They are bringing it home.
No, they really are. And it just, again, what you're doing, whether it's professionally in your daytime pursuits or your hybrid pursuits as an entrepreneur, I see the bringing together of people. I see the bringing together of entrepreneurs. And to me, that is a symbol of unity, making our community better. Michelle, for you, when you think about that and your vision and your mission, because it's not just, like you said, financial empowerment. You got couples we'll be talking to. It's philanthropy, which is about giving back to the community. All of those things, uh, they come together for a reason, and this is to see our community prosper, right? To see our community better, and I know that those kinds of things are important to you. You want people whole and well, and the more that we commit, uh, come together in unity, the better we're able to see our community prosper. And I know not only prosper, but also be financially secure. And I know that's important to you.
Absolutely. Syracuse is incredibly blessed with a number of resources, primarily in the form of human capital. We have very giving, highly philanthropic individuals in this community with golden hearts who are constantly finding ways to give back. And in this particular form, they're sharing their knowledge and expertise. So as you've alluded to, we a couple of the panels, one is highly successful, prolific, and philanthropic African American men. We have another panel of African American professionals sharing how can you become philanthropic and build a legacy. We even included a session on health literacy, especially here during the pandemic. How do we take care of our mental and emotional and physical well-being, given the times that we still find ourselves in? And for the sessions that we had last fall, as you know, there's many more before us, more to come. So once again, this collaborative, if you will be rich, pun intended, in financial content and otherwise. And I do feel, George, that this is part of my purpose and passion in life.
I really do appreciate that. Well, Michelle, you're doing great work in the community. You're bringing us together as entrepreneurs, as business people, two ways, right? As the executive director of the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance, and in your own profession and your own entrepreneurial endeavors as part of the Financial Empowerment Summit. So let's talk about UMEA, just to tie that bow. Is that the language you use? To wrap that up in a nice little bow. How do people become a member of UMEA and become part of this unification, if you will, of minority-owned businesses in upstate New York?
I appreciate that. One of our mottos is come hang out with us. We are certainly all about business and getting down to business and helping our businesses grow and thrive. Absolutely. But by the same token, when we get together, it's like family. It really is like family. So, just last week, we hosted our holiday appreciation reception for members, sponsors, stakeholders, and so we like cultivating that environment of togetherness, partnership, collaboration for a common purpose. Notwithstanding, we have instituted and will be rolling out rather aggressive and targeted programming in the coming year. So the easiest way to connect with us is once again to go to upstatemea.com, standing for Upstate Minority Economic Alliance.com. It's our website is user friendly and highly interactive. So definitely connect with us there by filling out the contact form. We also have social media presence. So if you go to Facebook and type in UMEA or Upstate Minority Economic Alliance, you'll find us, and same with Twitter. So we're easily findable and reachable. Our membership services specialist, Essence Britt, will be happy to assist. so that we can help bring you into the entrepreneurial family fold, so to speak.
All right, Upstate. UpstateUMEA.com. UpstateUMEA.com is how you find out more about the
UpstateMEA.com.
Oh, UpstateMEA.com. See, glad you corrected me. UpstateMEA.com is how you find them. But also, Michelle, continue the work that you're doing in bringing our community together so that we can be financially empowered. I really appreciate that. And all the different ways that you do that. You're one of a kind, and we appreciate the work that you're doing to bring unity in our community.
And thank you for all that you do, George, through this platform and forum that you have to reach a great many people with the positive messages to the community as well.
Inspiration for the nation. Happy Kwanzaa.